From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We have a very busy weather day ahead of us for today and for tomorrow. We have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days in effect for today and tomorrow. First, let's take a look at our Cavity Tower camera. We can't see much at all. We have heavy snow up here on top of Smith Hill, about a couple inches accumulating in our parking lot, which is what you are looking at right now. We do have some winter weather advisories and lake effect snow warnings in effect. So all the areas in the purple are still under that winter weather advisory in effect until tonight. Now, we do have some lake effect snow warnings in effect right now for Herkimer, Oneida, Lewis counties. These are in effect until 1 a.m. early tomorrow morning due to the heavy lake effect snow that is falling through the area. We also have a couple wind chill warnings and advisories in effect. The advisories are in the blue and the warnings are in the gray. So this starts tonight and it goes into effect tonight and it will last throughout the afternoon tomorrow. So we have this in effect because wind chill values are going to get as low as below 20 to below 25 for tonight once the snow does clear up. And this can cause frostbite in 30 minutes. So I would avoid staying outside tonight. We are going to be seeing our low temperatures around 10 below, those wind chill values around 20 below, and it is going to be bitterly cold day for tomorrow, only a high temperature in the single digits. Now let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We do see this is the path of the lake effect snow that is falling. The heaviest of the snow is falling in the northwestern part of Oneida County, so we are expecting the most amount of snow to fall here. About a foot, maybe even over a foot is expected for the course of today. The path is going towards the southeast, so we do have to also be careful of the southern part of Herkimer County, as well as the snow is going to shift down to the south towards Otsego County later on in the day. On the radar and satellite, it doesn't look at all that the snow is letting up anytime soon. Once again, this snow is going to last all throughout the day and come to an end later on this evening. Here is what we are expecting. A foot can be expected in the northwestern part of Oneida County, about 6 to 12 inches, which is including Utica, and other than that, about 3 to 6 inches on the outskirts of Utica. We are also going to be seeing a wind chill tonight fall into the teens and the 20s below zero. So here's a look at the wind chill temperatures tonight. The lowest of values being up north here in Utica, looking like we will be in the teens below, and it will be throughout that for the day tomorrow before coming to an end tomorrow night. So we are still seeing that heavy lake effect snow in the area this morning. We will continue to see it throughout the day with just a high near 20. It does shift south before coming to an end overnight, but that is when we get those winds coming in and those temperatures below zero for the low temperature tonight. Our high tomorrow is only going to be in the single digits. So for today, we are seeing heavy lake effect snow showers. They will come to an end overnight, but that is when it is going to get very cold with low temperatures below zero. So we have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days in effect. The weather looks to go mainly back to normal, if you would say, on Wednesday. We are going to see mostly cloudy skies with highs in the low 30s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Coming up, we have a story for you coming up right here. Tributes are pouring in from the entertainment world this morning.
We are saying good morning to Mohawk and all of the greater Utica region. Look at some of the ice that had accumulated yesterday. So if you are traveling this morning, there is still some ice underneath the snow that is falling here this morning. Looks like we are going to be probable for our chance of snow for most of the day today. We do go down to a low chance just after 10 p.m. tonight. We are not really going to be seeing any more snow. It is slowly going to be coming to an end. But once again, tonight it is going to be bitterly cold with wind chill temperatures down to 25 below. Is that as low as it looks like? It is going to be bitterly cold tomorrow with highs just in the single digits. So if you are traveling at all today, I would honestly advise against it. It was very hard for me to get in here at work this morning. We are seeing heavy snow this morning in the afternoon hours, still seeing some snow in the evening, still some snow showers. They do look to come to an end overnight, but it is going to be very windy and cold, and anything that doesn't get treated today is going to freeze quite quickly. So here's a look at what we are expecting today. today. A foot can be expected in the Rome area, 6 to 12 inches. Under Utica, just south of Utica, and just to the east of it, 3 to 6 inches expected, and then 1 to 3 inches for the northern part of the southern valleys, a trace to 1 for the southern part of the southern valleys. This is all for today. I'll have another look at your commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Players Theater in Utica.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the Mohawk Valley and just north of it here this morning. We have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days in effect for today and for tomorrow. Let's take a look at our CAV tower camera. We can't see much up here on top of Smith Hill. We have low visibility. You're taking a look at our parking lot. A couple of inches have accumulated overnight in our parking lot. So here's a look at some of the winter weather advisories and lake effect snow warnings in effect right now. So all of us are under a winter weather advisory. That is in effect until later tonight. But Oneida County and Herkimer County, as well as Lewis County, are under some lake effect snow warnings. They are in effect until 1 a.m. early tomorrow morning because of the heavy lake effect snow that is falling through these areas. After these wrap up, we also are under some wind chill advisories. This is in effect tonight, and it will last throughout the afternoon hours tomorrow. The gray color is the warning and the blue color is the advisory. So this is because we are going to be seeing some winds tonight, and it is going to be very, very cold. So wind chill values get as low as 20 to 25 below zero. So it is going to be a very, very cold night tonight, and this is when frostbite can happen very quickly. So I would avoid going outside at all in the overnight hours tonight, and even tomorrow is still our Storm Tracker 2 alert day because our high temperature will only reach the single digits. It is going to be very, very cold outside tomorrow, and frostbite can happen very fast. Now on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, seeing lake effect snow mainly in the northwestern part of Oneida County. Now, if you didn't wake up with some snow this morning, don't worry, it is going to be coming. This snow is going to be widespread for the day, but mainly affecting the Mohawk Valley. That is our main concern, and the northwestern part of Oneida County. Before the snow comes to an end in the later evening hours tonight, it is going to shift south down to the southern valleys and then eventually come to an end in the overnight hours tonight. But we are looking at a foot of snow expected in some places, especially the northwestern part of Oneida County. So on our radar and satellite, we can see that this snow is not looking to come to an end anytime soon. We are seeing plenty of snow forming over Lake Ontario here this morning. It does look to last for most of the day today. So here's what we are looking at in terms of snowfall. The band does look to stay in the Mohawk Valley and kind of move off towards the southeast. Heaviest of snow up in the northwestern part of Oneida County, could be a foot, maybe even over of snow. In Utica, we are in the range of about 6 to 12 inches. Just outside of Utica, so south of Utica and to the east, 3 to 6 inches, and then below that 1 to 3, and then a trace of snow expected in the very southern part of the southern valleys. After the snow does wrap up tonight, we are going to be seeing a wind chill because those temperatures are going to drop quite quickly. We are looking at wind chill values in the teens and 20s below zero. So this is a look at what is going to be going on tonight and early tomorrow morning. Once again, those wind chill advisories are in effect until the afternoon hours of tomorrow. That is when we are going to be seeing frostbite is probable. That is going to be overnight tonight and in the early morning hours of tomorrow. So heavy lake effect snow persists in the area today. It will shift south before coming to an end in the later hours of tonight. This is when we start to get really cold. We will see temperatures below zero and wind chill values as low as 25 below zero. It is going to continue to be very cold tomorrow with highs just in the single digits. Today, we are seeing heavy lake effect snow falling, and overnight tonight, the snow will slowly be coming to an end and then get very, very cold with low temperatures below zero. So we do have our 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days for today and for tomorrow. On Wednesday, stuff looks to return back to normal. We have temperatures in the low 30s and mostly cloudy skies. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Powerful storms surged through parts of Texas over the weekend, bringing flash floods and possible tornadoes in some communities. The area of Humble was one of the hardest hit communities where a tornado appears to have touched down and caused extensive damage. This is obviously the wrong video right here. Debris could be seen strewn across one neighborhood, including insulation, boards, and tree limbs. Downed power lines were also seen throughout the area, and several homes were damaged. The entire metal roof of a local business flew into the road. Well, there's plenty of movie news to start your week, including a documentary on the life of Sidney Poitier. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
Welcome back. Here's just another look at the warnings and advisories in effect right now. We do have winter weather advisories in effect widespread, but we do have lake effect snow watches for Oneida County and Herkimer County and Lewis County. This is in effect until 1 a.m. early tomorrow morning. After that, we also have wind chill warnings and advisories in effect. Sorry, it's kind of zoomed in, but we have warnings and advisories in effect for all of our counties. This goes into effect later this afternoon and will end early afternoon hours of tomorrow. This is due to those wind chill values getting as low as 25 below tonight, causing frostbite very, very quickly. We do have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days for today and for tomorrow. Today it's because heavy lake effect snow is falling in the Mohawk Valley. Untreated surfaces from yesterday still very icy underneath the snow. So if you are driving this morning, we could be seeing very slippery conditions. Now for tomorrow, widespread bitterly cold temperatures are expected, and even overnight tonight we are going to be seeing some wind coming into the area, so wind chill values are getting as low as 25 below, because overnight tonight our low temperature is going to be around 10 below zero. I'll have a look at your commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
The Buffalo Bills clinched their second
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the Mohawk Valley today. 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days have been issued for today and for tomorrow. Let's take a look at our CAV tower camera. We can't see much on our camera. It is facing our parking lot, where we see a couple inches of snow accumulation in the parking lot. Now, I did want to show you some of our areas are under a lake effect warning. So the areas in the purple are still under that winter weather advisory, but the areas in this bluish green color, areas like Oneida County, Herkimer County, and Lewis County are under a lake effect snow warning. This is in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning because of the heavy lake effect snow that is going to be falling in the area today. In addition to this, we do have some wind chill advisories and warnings that are going to be in effect later on this afternoon and last into the morning hours of tomorrow. So the gray colors are those warnings and the blue colors are those advisory. This is in effect tonight because wind chill values are going to get as low as 20 to 25 degrees below zero. This is when frostbite can happen in 30 minutes. So I would recommend staying indoors tonight and early tomorrow morning, as this advisories and these warnings are in effect. It is going to be bitterly cold for tonight and for tomorrow. Now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we do see this lake effect snow band kind of moving into the Mohawk Valley here this morning. The heaviest of snow does look to fall in the northwestern part of Oneida County. In these areas, a foot to even a little bit over can be expected of lake effect snow today. This band will shift south into the evening as a cold front does come into the area, that Arctic cold front that is going to bring those very cold temperatures before coming to an end later on this evening. Now we can see on the radar on satellite that this snow is not looking to end anytime soon. Once again, it is not looking to end until this evening. There are plenty of lake effect snow bands forming over Lake Ontario this morning. Again, the heaviest falling in the northwestern part of Oneida County and the northern part of Oneida County altogether, getting the most amount of snow. So here's what we're looking at in terms of snowfall. The Utica area is in the 6 to 12 inches of snow range, so expect around that for the Utica area. Just south and east of the Utica area in the 3 to 6 inches range, and then in the northwestern part of Oneida County, that is where we could be expecting 12 to 18 inches of snow. So this is the biggest snowfall of the season thus yet. All areas outside of these colors are looking at 1 to 3 and maybe even just a trace of snowfall expected. Now, once the snow does end tonight, we are seeing that Arctic front moving through the area. This is going to bring some wind along with it. our wind chill values look to be as low as -29 degrees up in Boonville. This is at 2:33 a.m. tonight. We are looking at temperatures in the teens below zero in the Mohawk Valley. This is what it's going to feel like, so it is going to be very, very cold tonight. I would definitely recommend staying indoors. So here is that heavy lake effect snow falling in the northern part of Oneida County. It will persist for the day today before shifting south as that Arctic front comes into the area. Now, when that Arctic front passes through, our temperatures are going to fall below zero for the low tonight and only reach a high in the single digits. Some areas still below zero for the high temperature tomorrow. Before today, we are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the area with a high near 20. Overnight tonight, once that snow ends, we will see very, very cold temperatures with lows below zero, and we are going to be seeing that wind move in as well along with that front. So we have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days in effect, one for today because of the snow and one for tomorrow because of the very, very cold temperatures. All in all, temperatures and the weather does look to kind of return back to normal on Wednesday with a high in the low 30s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Tributes are pouring in this morning from the entertainment.
We are saying a good morning to Mohawk and to all of the greater Utica region. A look at the ice and the freezing rain that fell yesterday. Still, some surfaces this morning are untreated, and the snow is falling on top of that, so it could cause for some tricky conditions when traveling. So it looks like we are going to be seeing most of the snow in the Mohawk Valley throughout the day today. This chance of snow drops to low as we get into the early morning hours of tomorrow. Although we are not going to be seeing snow tomorrow, it is going to be very, very cold with wind chill temperatures as low as 25 degrees below zero. So it is just going to be a bitterly cold day in store for tomorrow. If you do plan on going anywhere today, I would just be very careful. Those surfaces last night are still, some of them went untreated, and the snow fell on top of that, making for very icy conditions. So this morning we are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the Mohawk Valley and just north of it. In the afternoon, we are still going to be seeing snow and still some more snow in the evening. It doesn't look to clear out until the later evening hours of tonight, but when it does clear out, it is going to be very windy and it is going to be very, very cold. So of course, any surfaces that go untreated today are going to freeze overnight and freeze for tomorrow as our high only reaches the single digits. So here's what we're looking at in terms of our snowfall forecast. The heaviest of snow falling in the northwestern part of Oneida County. A foot and maybe even more of snow is expected. In the Rome area, 6 to 12 inches expected. In the Utica area, 3 to 6, and then just south of the Utica area and just to the east, 1 to 3 inches expected. I'll have a look at your commute forecast once again coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Players Theater in
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We have a very busy next 2 days. We have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days in effect for today and tomorrow for heavy lake effect snow today and bitterly cold temperatures tomorrow. Let's take a look at our CAV tower camera. Can't see much at all. We have low visibility up here on top of Smith Hill. We also have been seeing a couple inches of snow accumulating up here on the hill. Now, there are some lake effect snow warnings and winter weather advisories in effect right now. We do have lake effect snow warnings in effect for Oneida, Lewis, and Herkimer counties. That is in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. The areas in the purple are still under that winter weather advisory due to this heavy lake effect snow today. We are also seeing some wind chill warnings and advisories in effect. The areas that are gray have that wind chill warning, and the areas in the blue are under an advisory. This is in effect tonight into the afternoon hours of tomorrow due to some winds coming in tonight, creating temperatures, wind chill temperatures that can be as low as 20 to 25 degrees below zero. Frostbite can happen in 30 minutes at this temperature, so I would avoid going outside tonight. And honestly, for most of the day tomorrow, it is going to be very cold tomorrow with our high temperatures just in the single digits. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, seeing lake effect snow moving through the Mohawk Valley this morning. The heaviest of snow is falling in the northern part of Oneida County, specifically the western part as well. That area is looking to get a foot, maybe even more of lake effect snow for the day today. This snow band is going to shift south as an Arctic front does move into the area this evening. So we will be seeing a little bit of snow down south, but then it will weaken and it will come to an end in the evening hours tonight as that Arctic front does move through our area. So on the radar and satellite, we can see that this snow is not looking to end anytime soon. There are plenty of more lake effect snow bands forming over Lake Ontario this morning. This is probably going to be the heaviest snowfall of the year so far of this winter season. We are looking to get about a foot, maybe even over, of snow in the northwestern part of Oneida County. 6 to 12 inches expected in Utica. So here's a look at that snowfall. Utica is in the area where about 6 to 12 inches could be expected of snow. The areas in the red and the areas in the pink looking more like a foot to maybe even a foot and a half of snow for the day today. Just south of Utica and to the east of Utica, looking more like 3 to 6, and the white areas 1 to 3, and then the gray trace to an inch of snow. So that is what we are expecting today. The heaviest of band is falling in the northern part of Oneida County. We are also going to be seeing a wind chill temperature tonight in the negatives. We are looking at temperatures in the teens and in the 20s below zero. So this is at 3:30 a.m. We're looking at 30 below, feeling like up in Boonville. So I would definitely recommend staying indoors for the night hours tonight and for the early morning hours of tomorrow. It is going to be bitterly, bitterly cold, and again, frostbite can happen very quickly in this weather. We are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the northwestern part of Oneida County this morning. This looks to last throughout the day today and then shifts south in the evening hours as that Arctic front moves through. Now, when that Arctic front moves through, that is when we are going to be seeing some wind and our low temperatures tonight dropping in the below zero numbers. Now, because of this front moving through, coming from the Arctic, we are looking at high temperatures tomorrow only in the single digits. Now for today, we have lake effect snow showers all throughout the day with a high near 20. Overnight tonight, lows dropping below zero with that wind coming in at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wind chill values down to 25 below. So we have our Storm Tracker 2 alert day for today and for tomorrow because of the heavy lake effect snow that is occurring in the Mohawk Valley today and for the bitterly cold temperatures tonight and tomorrow. The weather does look to return back to normal, I would say, on Wednesday with highs in the low 30s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. There's plenty of movie news.
Welcome back. Here's another look at the advisories and the warnings that are in effect for today and tomorrow. We have a lake effect snow warning in effect for Oneida and Herkimer counties. The other areas in the purple are still under that winter weather advisory, but these warnings are in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning due to that heavy lake effect snow that is falling today. We also have a couple wind chill advisories and warnings. So the areas in the light blue are the advisories and the areas in the gray are the warnings. So we do have a warning in Oneida, the northern part of Herkimer County and Lewis County with wind chill values getting as low as 25 below zero. That is when frostbite can happen in 30 minutes. So this is in effect this afternoon into tomorrow afternoon when that Arctic front moves through, bringing in cooler temperatures. So we have 2 alert days in effect, one for today and one for tomorrow. The one for today is because of heavy lake effect snow. Those surfaces that did go untreated yesterday from the ice and the freezing rain are going to be very slippery underneath that snow. So just be careful if you are driving anywhere today. For tomorrow, we are going to be seeing widespread bitterly cold temperatures moving in tonight as the Arctic front moves through. Overnight lows tonight, we are going to be all below zero, and for tomorrow, our high temperatures only being in the single digits. Now, I'll have a look at your day planner for today coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Buffalo Bills.
If you do plan on traveling at all this morning, there is heavy lake effect snow in the Mohawk Valley. There also is untreated ice underneath that snow from yesterday when we got that freezing rain. By the afternoon, we are still going to be seeing some snow showers. The snow does not look to clear out until later tonight. So we are seeing heavy lake effect snow today. As that snow clears out tonight due to that Arctic front moving through, it will bring in very low temperatures. We are looking at low temperatures below zero with wind chill values as low as 25 below zero. So it is going to be very, very cold tonight and bitterly cold tomorrow with our high temperatures just in the single digits. So for today, we have a high in the low 20s. We are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the Mohawk Valley. Overnight tonight, we have lows around 10 below zero. It is going to be very, very cold overnight tonight. So that is why we do have that Storm Tracker 2 alert day in effect for today because of the snow and tomorrow because of the cold temperatures. Back to you, Gary.
Anna, thanks. The Players Theater in Utica.
Welcome back. We are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the Mohawk Valley here today. That will be drying out tonight, but it is going to get very, very cold. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The heaviest of snow falling in the northwestern part of Oneida County. We're looking at about a foot of snow expected there. Other areas like Utica looking at about 6 inches to 12 inches of snow for today. We have a lake effect snow warning in effect for Oneida, Herkimer, and Lewis counties. This ends at 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. The other areas in the purple are still under that winter weather advisory for today. After these lake effect snow warnings end, we are looking at some wind chill advisories and watches coming in. We are looking at a wind chill warning for Oneida, the northern part of Herkimer and Lewis County. This starts at around 4 p.m. today and doesn't end until the afternoon hours of tomorrow. It is going to get very, very cold tonight with wind chill temperatures down to 25 degrees below zero. Here's a look at the Skywatcher's measured snowfall so far. Just this morning, we were looking at 7 inches already in Westdale, 5 in Glenmore, and then other areas that are south of Utica, like New Hartford, looking at 1.5 inches. We are going to continue to be seeing snow throughout the day today, and we do have a high near 20. I will be tracking out this snow further coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. After falling last.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We now have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert dates in effect for today because of the heavy lake effect snow, and for tomorrow for very, very low temperatures in store. Let's take a look at our CAVV tower camera. We see a lot of snow accumulation up here on top of Smith Hill, followed by mostly cloudy skies right now. We do have lake effect snow warnings in effect for Oneida, Herkimer, and Lewis counties. These are in effect until later on tonight, kind of more like early tomorrow morning, and the areas in the purple are still under that winter weather advisory. We are also under some wind chill warnings and advisories. These go into effect tonight and they will last throughout the afternoon tomorrow. So the areas in the gray are the areas with the warning. So that is northern Herkimer County, all of Oneida, and all of Lewis counties. This is because wind chill values tonight are expected to be 20 to 25 degrees below zero. This temperature can cause frostbite in about 30 minutes. So if you are heading out at all tonight, I would just be very careful. I would recommend staying inside tonight. And for most of the day tomorrow, our high temperature is only going to be in the single digits. Now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, seeing the heaviest of snow falling in the northern part of Oneida County as well as the western part. And we do see a lot more lake effect snow bands still forming over Lake Ontario. The path of this lake effect snow looks to be moving towards the southeast, and it will remain in the Mohawk Valley and some of the North Country for today. So we see more lake effect snow is forming over the Lake Ontario. It doesn't look to be ending anytime soon. It looks to end around after 10 p.m. tonight when that Arctic front moves through. So as this Arctic front moves through from the north, it is going to push that snow band south into the southern valleys for a little bit before weakening and dying down. Now when that Arctic front is moving through, that is when we are going to be seeing those temperatures drop into the temperatures below zero, and that is why we are only going to see a high temperature in the single digits tomorrow. It also is going to bring a little bit of a heavier wind into the area. Here's what we're looking at in terms of snowfall. The areas seeing the most snow looking like the northwestern part of Oneida County. These are the areas looking at about a foot or even more of snow. Utica is in the 6 to 12 range of inches of snow, and then just outside Utica in the 3 to 6 range of snow. So this looks to be focused on Oneida County and specifically the northern part of Oneida County. So we are seeing that heavy lake effect snow persist for the day today. Now when that Arctic front moves through, this is when this will shift south and those temperatures will drop below 0 for the low tonight. It's going to be very cold with a bit of a wind speed from this front as well. And we were looking at high temperatures tomorrow just in the single digits. Now we have a high temperature today near 20, and we are seeing heavy lake effect snowfall. Overnight tonight, the snow looks to clear out and we will see temperatures below 0. Now we have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days in effect for today and tomorrow.
As many of you may be just getting back inside from shoveling or may have been putting it off until this afternoon, take a look at this. This is what it looks like up in Remsen as they saw quite a bit of snow since last night, possibly in spots more than a foot. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now. And Hannah, it is still snowing in some parts out there.
Yes, it is still snowing in the northern part of Oneida County, as well as Lewis and Herkimer counties here this afternoon. Once again, this snow is going to shift south this evening before coming to an end. Let's take a look at some of the pictures sent in by our viewers. This was sent in by Tammy up in Salisbury Center, an area of higher elevation, getting about a foot this morning. Also sent in by Jada in Norway, looking like at least 6 inches there in Norway from this morning. So here are some snowfall reports, some from our Skywatchers, some from reports from the National Weather Service. Point Rock up in the northwestern part of Oneida got 15 inches of snow last night. It doesn't say it there, but Boonville got 5 inches, Verona Beach at 4.3, and then we're looking at North Utica at about 1.5 inches. Once again, this band is going to shift south this evening at around 6 p.m. before coming to an end in the hours of tonight at around 10 or 11 p.m. So here's a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar right now, showing some of the snow in the area. We are also seeing quite a wind speed outside, looking at 21 degrees measured from the west at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. So the main concern now is some snow drifting when driving. So we do have highs today near 20, and we are going to continue to see snow throughout the day. And I will be tracking when it is coming to an end coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. New Hartford Police.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are still seeing some heavy lake effect snow in the northern part of Oneida County as well as Lewis and Herkimer County this afternoon. This band is going to shift south today before coming to an end tonight. Let's take a look at our CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are seeing a couple inches up here accumulated on top of Smith Hill because we are at a higher elevation. As well as the camera is shaking a little bit, we are seeing wind speeds up to 20 miles per hour here this afternoon. Now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, again seeing the heaviest of snowfall from the north and the west of Oneida County here this afternoon. It does not really widespread. The band is kind of moving off into the southeast, but once again, this is going to shift once that Arctic front moves towards the area before coming to an end tonight. Now, on our radar and satellite, we can see there is a lot more lake effect snow forming over Lake Ontario. This does not look to be ending anytime soon. At least a foot is expected in that northwestern part of Oneida County, and we are looking at a couple of inches of accumulation in Rome, in Utica, and elsewhere, because once again, that band is going to shift south before it actually comes to an end. We do have a lake effect warning in effect for Oneida, Herkimer, and Lewis County. This is in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. We also have those winter weather advisories in effect, and those once again end tonight. We have some wind chill advisories and warnings in effect that start this afternoon and last until Tuesday afternoon. The warnings are the areas in the gray, that is northern Herkimer County, Lewis, and Oneida County. That is when we are going to be seeing wind chills down to 25 below 0, and that can cause frostbite in 30 minutes. Other areas in the blue are under that wind chill advisory. Still in those areas, you can be seeing frostbite in 30 minutes overnight tonight and for tomorrow, so just be careful of that. Here's a look at the coldest hour of the day tomorrow at the wind chill. This is at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, 32 below 0 in Boonville. That is what the wind chill is going to be. 18 degrees below zero in Utica, 23 degrees below zero in Herkimer. So after the snow does wrap up tonight, we are going to be seeing very cold temperatures because of that Arctic front that is moving through, and high temperatures tomorrow are only going to be in the single digits. So once again, we are still seeing heavy lake effect snow in the northern part of Oneida County. The band is going through the central part of Herkimer County, and this is going to be this way for most of the day today. Now, once again, this band is going to start shifting south at around 9 p.m. tonight, and it will go down south before coming to an end at around midnight. Now, after midnight, we are going to be seeing temperatures drop very low into the below zero values. And waking up tomorrow, most of our temperatures are still going to be below zero, with wind chill values down to 25 below. So frostbite is our main concern for the day tomorrow if you do not have the proper equipment or you're not dressed correctly. Now, for the day tomorrow, we are only looking at high temperatures in the single digits, so it is going to be a very, very cold day tomorrow. That is why that Storm Tracker 2 alert day is in for tomorrow. It is going to warm up tomorrow overnight into Wednesday with a mostly cloudy day in store and highs in the low 30s. Before today, we have a high in the low 20s. We are still seeing lake effect snow showers overnight tonight, a low in the negatives, and it is going to be very, very cold. So we have that Storm Tracker 2 alert day for today because of the snow, and tomorrow because of the cold. Temperatures or weather, I would say, returns more quiet on Wednesday. Back to you, Gary.
And another alert day.
Another alert day. We had 3 in a row.
Wow.
I guess that's a first.
Yeah, from ice to snow to cold.
I know.
Welcome to Utica.
Ugh, thank you, Gary.
Well, the narrow. Good afternoon once again. This is what it looks like up in Remsen today, as they saw quite a bit of snow since last night, possibly in spots more than a foot. And north of Remsen, up in Old Forge, not much at all from this storm. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now. And Hannah, that was quite a band that hit northern Oneida County there.
Yes, northern Oneida County and specifically towards the western part. They are looking at already more than a foot of snow, so they're still getting hit pretty heavy here this afternoon. So let's take a look at some of the pictures sent in by our viewers. This was from up in Salisbury Center at a higher elevation, sent in by Tammy, looking like a foot of snow there. This was sent in by Jada in Norway, looking more like a foot of snow there as well. So here are some of our snowfall reports thus far in Point Rock, which is in the northwestern part of Oneida County. We are looking at 15 inches, Boonville at 5 inches, and as we go down the list, Old Forge only at 2.5, North Utica at 1.5 so far today, but we are going to continue to see snow throughout the day. Now on the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar still seeing the heaviest of snow falling north of Utica and south of Lewis County, so we will continue to keep an eye out on this. This band is going to shift south this evening before coming to an end tonight. We are also seeing a wind speed outside from the west coming in at 18 miles per hour. This is measured at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. So my main concern is if you are driving, the snow may be drifting and causing reduced visibility. For the rest of the day, we will continue to see some snow in the area with highs just in the low 20s. And I will be tracking when the snow is coming to an end coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks to the United States and
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are still seeing heavy snowfall in the northern part of Oneida County. This band is going to shift south throughout the day today before coming to an end tonight. Let's take a look at our CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are seeing some sun trying to peek out here this afternoon, and we also see some snow accumulation from the night and morning hours last night up here on top of Smith Hill. Now on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are still seeing the heaviest of band falling in the northwestern part of Oneida County and the northern part of Oneida County. This band is looking to move towards the southeast, and once again, it will drop down to the south. It will be pushed down by an Arctic front that is going to be coming into the area later on this evening before coming to an end in the overnight hours tonight. So on our radar and satellite, we do see more lake effect snow bands forming over Lake Ontario. This is not looking to end anytime soon. The northwestern part of Oneida County is getting hit pretty hard, looking at about a foot even more of snow for the day today. We do have lake effect snow warning in effect for Oneida, Lewis, and Herkimer counties. These are in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, and the areas are in the purple are still under that winter weather advisory for the day today. Now, we also are going to be under a wind chill warning and some advisories. These are going into effect this afternoon, and they last until tomorrow afternoon. So the areas in the gray are the areas with the warning, that is Oneida, Lewis, and the northern part of Herkimer County, and the areas in the blue are the advisories, that is Otsego and the southern part of Herkimer County. Once again, that goes into effect this afternoon at around 4 p.m. and that stays into effect until 3 p.m. tomorrow. Here's a look at the wind chill for tomorrow. This is at 7:30 a.m. Temperatures are going to be probably about 5 to 10 degrees below, but the wind chill looking like 29 degrees below in Boonville, 17 degrees below in Utica, and 22 degrees below in Herkimer. So these temperatures and these wind chill temperatures, that is when we are going to be seeing a frostbite can happen within 30 minutes. So if you are planning to go outside at all tonight or tomorrow, I would just make sure you bundle up and make sure you're wearing the correct clothing, or just avoid it altogether. It is going to be very, very cold tomorrow. That is why we do have another Storm Tracker 2 alert day. So we are seeing heavy lake effect snow showers in the area this afternoon. Once again, if we look here, this band is going to shift south at around 9 p.m. It is going to be in the southern part of the Mohawk Valley, moving down to the southern valleys before coming to an end at midnight. That is because that Arctic front has since moved through. Now looking at the temperatures, we are all below zero for the overnight lows tonight. And waking up tomorrow morning, temperatures are still going to be below zero. For the high temperature tomorrow, we are only going to be in the single digits, so it is going to be very, very cold tomorrow. Once again, that is why we have our Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Overnight tomorrow into Wednesday, temperatures will be in the single digits for the low temperature, but on Wednesday we will be rising to the upper 20s, lower 30s for the high, with mostly cloudy conditions. So for today, we are seeing heavy lake effect snow in the northern part of Oneida County and in that area with a high in the low 20s. Overnight tonight, lows drop down below zero. It is going to be very, very cold. So we have our Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the snow today and for tomorrow because of the very cold temperatures. Things go back to, I guess, quiet conditions on Wednesday with the high in the low 30s and mostly cloudy conditions. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A new warning this noon about a
I'm Jason Powell. As the city of Utica will be under a snow emergency starting at 10 tonight, and that means no cars parked on the street.
This will allow the plow drivers to clear the snow, but the snow is not going to be the only challenge. In fact, it's second to the cold, frigid, dangerous conditions. We start in the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Our alert day here as we head into tomorrow, we're tracking the cold and on top of the snow. Let's take a look at snowfall reports from earlier today. 18 inches in West Leiden, Lee, Taberg, Boonville, 16 inches, an inch and a half in Utica. That is the nature of lake effect, falling very, very heavy across the North Country. That band is expected to drop south, so we're all talking about a burst of snow this evening, taking the form of snow squalls as an Arctic front arrives. Tomorrow, it's widespread, bitterly cold temperatures, especially tomorrow morning. Wind chill values 20 to 25 below zero. That band of snow is cranking to the north, continuing to bring heavy snowfall to Lewis and northern Herkimer counties. It's a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, that snow is going to drop southward tonight. It weakens, but it does bring a burst of snow before it comes to an end. We have a wind chill warning and advisories in effect for tonight, again, as we get very, very cold. Current temperature is 19 degrees as we head into this evening. Again, we're going to be tracking that band of snow as it drops south. I'm going to break down hour by hour when that band is going to arrive across central New York and how much more additional snow it will bring before that cold arrives. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Officials with the State Department of Transportation have been watching the weather forecasts around the clock in order to keep you safe on the roads. In fact, they say their trucks were out treating the roads even before yesterday's freezing rain started to fall, and they didn't fall asleep at the wheel either just because the winter seemed to be on vacation. Throughout much of December, they say they're ready for whatever the next 24 hours bring.
Well, we're surprised at how green December was. Of course, we're always ready whenever Mother Nature wants to turn on winter. We're constantly ensuring that we have adequate people trained, make sure that our trucks are all ready to go, making sure that we have plenty of salt on hand so that when winter finally does start, and we all know that eventually it does, we will be ready for it.
The DOT is hiring drivers and mechanics. They are especially looking for people with a commercial driver's license.
Tragic fire in the Bronx.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking some heavy snow that has been falling throughout the day across the North Country that's heading south as an Arctic front arrives, and that's going to bring bursts of snow to the area and a big drop in the temperature. Let's take a live look outside. We're seeing clearing skies for now from our vantage point here on Smith Hill as we look to the south. This is our CAB tower cam. To the north, it's been a very different story. Very heavy snow has been falling across the North Country today. The Tug Hill Plateau getting 1 to 2 feet of snow, and it's still coming down really hard between Loudville and Boonville. This band of snow is going to drop south tonight as it teams up with an Arctic front, and this band of snow will move through the area. Again, many of us will see a burst of snow as we head into this evening. I've got this timed out here. It continues across the North Country through about 8 p.m. An additional 2 to 4 inches or more of snow from now until midnight or so. The band drops southward, impacting the Mohawk Valley between 8 to 10 p.m., producing a quick inch or two of snowfall. It weakens as it heads farther to the south, producing just a trace to an inch of snow from Cooperstown to Oneonta. That arrives between 10 p.m. and midnight, and then the cold will follow as the front moves through. Temperatures this evening, well, it's already cold. Dolgeville 18 degrees, Big Moose 8, Rome 19, Whitesboro 17, Sherburne 18, Skinebus 15. And as we fall below zero tonight, just a reminder, bring your pets inside. As we are talking about a pretty intense cold snap here for about the next 24 hours. Radar and satellite image, again, to the north, here comes that Arctic front. Again, moving through the region as we head into tonight. Our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast brings the band through again late this evening and into tonight. We do dry out after midnight, and it's cold. This is a look at air temperatures below zero, between 5 to 15 below zero tonight. As we head into tomorrow, temperatures stay in the single digits, but we are dry. We're seeing plenty of sunshine. We'll fall below zero again tomorrow night. The cold weather does not last until Wednesday. It'll start out cold Wednesday morning, but temperatures are expected to climb into the low 30s, so pretty sharp rebound in the temperature. Again, with the wind tomorrow, we have a wind chill to deal with. It's going to be the strongest in the morning, wind chills between 15 to 25 below zero. A typical frostbite time for exposed skin is between 30 to 45 minutes. So again, it's all about layering up tomorrow and taking breaks if you're going to be outside. If you do have to work or you do have to go to school, don't be outside for too long, and make sure, again, dress in layers. Bitterly cold tonight, down to 9 below zero. Frigid day tomorrow, a high of 8. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We climb pretty quickly. Again, Wednesday we're into the low 30s. The weather looks relatively quiet, maybe just some light snow Thursday, 33. Another snap of cold weather Friday and Saturday. More light snow as we look ahead to Sunday and Monday. And coming up in a few minutes, we're talking about snow squalls and where they come from and why they're so impactful.
All right, Bill, thank you. The Buffalo Bills.
The coldest day that we've seen this season, single-digit highs. Now, let's get you back to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Bill.
I always wanted to make it a point to make sure that those are unrelated. Weather events, climate, sometimes can be very different. Let's talk about the weather tonight. Snow squalls from an Arctic front dropping in from the north. We're expecting a sudden onset burst of snow as the front moves through. Snow squalls are notorious for wind and poor visibility. With areas that have picked up heavy snow across the North Country, there's expected to be whiteout conditions. That snow that's accumulated today is going to blow all over the place, and traveling could be very treacherous in areas that have at least 4 inches of snow on the ground. For the rest of us, the snow squalls will not be quite as intense. As the band drops southward, it does weaken. So across the Mohawk Valley and Southern Valleys, this will be an inconvenience, but it won't be quite as nasty as it will be across the North Country. And again, tracking that on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, this band of snow will continue to work its way southward as we head into this evening and tonight. Temperatures are going to fall in the wake of that front. Will drop into the single digits to below zero overnight. We are tracking some bitterly cold temperatures. So look at that wind chill and how cold that gets heading into tomorrow morning is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Cold weather. Back to the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
All right, we're talking about wind chill. In this time of the year when the wind is blowing really hard and temperatures are really cold, not only does it feel colder, but the conditions actually cause frostbite to happen sooner. And that's the real heart and science behind wind chill. It's not to be more dramatic about the cold. It's about the fact that as the wind is blowing and it whisks away heat off of your skin, there's the timing of frostbite is lowered. So with conditions tomorrow morning on exposed skin, it's about 30 to 45 minutes. And so that's why we always ask folks to be very precautious tomorrow. If you're going to be planning to be outdoors, just take breaks and make sure you're layered up. As we continue throughout the day, the wind chill will remain below zero, but it won't be quite as harsh as we head into the afternoon. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Tonight, we're tracking an Arctic front that will bring heavy lake effect snow from the north south. A quick burst of snow is expected this evening. Temperatures will be in the teens and the winds will be kicking up as we head into tonight. We're tracking that cold weather for tomorrow. A look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Water main
Brooks' most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are tracking some very cold weather that will be taking place tonight as an Arctic front arrives. It's also accompanied by a burst of snow. Let's take a live look at our Cavity Tower Cam. We remain in Storm Tracker 2 alert mode, a Storm Tracker 2 alert day today as well as tomorrow with very active weather continuing. Tonight it's about this band of some lake effect snow that will be moving in from the north. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You know that lake effect snow is very heavy when we are looking at a band that extends all the way into eastern New York and into Vermont. We've seen snowfall rates up here that have exceeded our forecast from yesterday, some places close to 2 feet. That's where the band has been for most of the day. It's going to drop southward as we head into tonight as an Arctic front moves through, and we can expect this band to weaken, so it's not going to be as heavy as it's looking now, but additional snow is to be expected as we head into this evening as well as tonight. As this band drops southward, we're expecting it in the Mohawk Valley between about 8 to 10 p.m. with 1 to 2 inches of accumulation. This happens in a short period of time, and it's also going to be accompanied by wind. So localized poor visibility to be expected across the Mohawk Valley. The band weakens heading south, so we're not really expecting a high impact from Cooperstown to Oneonta, just a trace to an inch of snow. But this area in blue, this dark blue, that's my biggest concern, because as the winds kick up, these areas have had more than a foot of snow on the ground today, and with the wind we're expecting tonight, there's likely going to be whiteout conditions in those areas. Looking at some of our skywatchers, 18 inches of snow today in West Leiden, 15 inches in Barneveld, Gray 6.5 inches, Curtis Corners 13 inches, Stratford 6 inches of snow, and very little accumulation across the Mohawk and Southern valleys. Again, just a reminder, we're expecting cold weather tonight. Bring in the pets. We're looking at overnight lows below zero, and with the wind, it's going to feel like 15 to 25 below zero. Again, this Arctic front moves through tonight. We're timing out the band as it moves through the area. Again, quick burst of snow this evening, a quick inch or two of accumulation. The snow is generally done by midnight, and it's going to be really cold. Temperatures will be below zero overnight. Throughout the day tomorrow, we're into the single digits. So a very cold day. Wind chills will be below zero throughout the day. Tonight, the weather remains, or tomorrow night rather, the weather remains relatively quiet. I do expect temperatures to fall below zero quickly in the evening. But by Wednesday, we're expecting a significant warm-up. It's going to be a lot less cold with high temperatures climbing into the low 30s. Again, that wind chill heading into tonight, 15 to 25 below zero. Again, very cold conditions here throughout the day tomorrow. Tonight, bitterly cold, down to 9 below zero after those snow squalls come to an end. Again, do expect a quick burst of snow this evening. Heading into tomorrow, again, just a frigid day. Mostly sunny, a high of 8. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather is looking a lot warmer as we head into Wednesday, a high of 32. Some light snow Thursday, 33. Another drop in the temperature for Friday and Saturday. We're back into the teens with overnight lows below zero. We're not expecting the wind, though, at least for Saturday. Sunday and Monday, looking for light snow, temperatures climbing back into the low to mid-20s. We'll be right back.
Paulos.
I'm Kristen Copeland. From a skating rink yesterday to snow this morning, howling winds throughout, to high temperatures in the single digits tomorrow. The weather is certainly keeping us on our toes.
And we're going to add a little snow for good measure. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis to walk us through what we can expect. Bill.
All right, we're keeping an eye on an Arctic front that's dropping in from the north. We're not done with snow. I know it's been relatively quiet across the Mohawk Valley today. It's been a very different story to the north. Big time snowfall totals. Many areas picking up feet of snow, especially along the Tug Hill, and it's still snowing really hard in these areas. West Leyden, 18 inches of snow, Lee, 18, Taberg, 18, Boonville, 16. Much lower totals as you head into the Mohawk Valley and South Utica, only 1.5 inches of snow. But we're not done yet. We're expecting an Arctic front to roll through. We're not expecting a lot of snow, but a burst of snow could make the roads slippery this evening as that Arctic front rolls through. It's also accompanied by wind. Tomorrow, widespread bitterly cold temperatures are expected. Wind chill values as low as 25 below zero. So our Storm Tracker 2 alert days will continue. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. That band of snow is, again, producing very heavy snowfall rates in excess of 3 inches per hour just north of Boonville. As that band drops southward again, we are expecting snowfall across the whole area over the next few hours. Again, that wind chill warning continues for tonight and into early tomorrow as temperatures take the plunge. We're currently 18 degrees and it will be getting much colder as that front arrives. Again, we'll be tracking that snow as we head into this evening. I'm going to break down hour by hour when that snow arrives and how much it produces before the cold temperatures arrive, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you.
From New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We are keeping an eye on an Arctic front that will be moving through central New York this evening, bringing lake effect south. A burst of snow and wind is to be expected as we head into this evening. Let's take a live look at our CAV Tower Cam. Things have been pretty quiet across the Mohawk Valley. We had snow early today. The band has lifted to the north, and it has produced very heavy snow. Totals up here exceeding the forecast that we had yesterday. Some places getting over 20 inches of snow across the Tug Hill, and that band continues to remain very strong. We can always tell how bad lake effect is or how high the snowfall rates are based on how far the band extends. This is going all the way into Vermont. So again, in the core of this band, you're seeing snowfall rates in excess of 3 inches per hour. The band right now is located in Lewis County and northern Herkimer County, but this will drop south as we head into tonight. Granted, it will weaken somewhat as it loses a very good wind direction off of Lake Ontario, but still, a burst of snow is to be expected as an Arctic front pushes the snow across the area. Let's take a look at the timing and impact here as we head into this evening. The band remains to the north through about 8 p.m., producing an additional 2 to 4 inches or more of snow. Additional snow will move into the Mohawk Valley. Again, the band weakens somewhat, but it is going to produce some poor visibility and gusty winds in the valley as it moves through between 8 to 10 p.m. An additional 1 to 2 inches of snow is to be expected. Snow accumulation, it drops as you head south as the band is expected to weaken in Cooperstown and Oneonta. But again, a burst of snow and wind across the whole area as we head into this evening. The area that I'm most concerned about is the North Country tonight because the winds are expected to pick up. There's more than a foot of snow on the ground. There's likely going to be localized whiteout conditions that will continue into early tomorrow morning. So again, travel very tricky, if not downright treacherous in some areas along the Tug Hill in North Country. Accumulation of snow today, West Leyden 18 inches, Barneveld 15 inches, Curtis Corners 13, Stratford 6, Gray 6.5. Again, very little accumulation of snow across the southern valleys here today. It's cold tonight, below zero. Just a reminder to bring pets in before you're going to bed tonight with very, very cold temperatures. As we look at the radar and satellite image, again, this Arctic front drops through the region tonight. You can start to see the band beginning to move over the last couple of images. It moves over the next few hours, again, bringing a burst of snow and wind to the area. Look what happens to the temperature tonight. We're below zero by tomorrow morning, 5 to 15 below the overnight lows across the area. Tomorrow, a sunny day, but it's cold. Temperatures will be in the single digits. The weather will start to warm up as we head into Wednesday with highs back into the 30s. The wind chill bottoms out between 15 to 25 below zero. It takes about 30 minutes for frostbite on exposed skin. So limit your time outdoors tomorrow morning. it does get better pretty quickly as we look ahead. Bitterly cold tonight, down to 9 below zero. Again, be on the lookout for those snow squalls this evening. Mostly sunny tomorrow, single digits, a very cold day. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Wednesday up to 32. Some light snow on Thursday, 33. Another round of cold. Temperatures in the teens on Friday and Saturday. More light snow to follow. Looking ahead to Sunday and Monday. Back over to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. The best plays from the past week. It's your top 6 at 6 later in sports.
And next, your car needs cold weather care too. Some cold care tips when we return. You're watching News Channel 2 at 6. We are proud to serve Utica. Check that out. And all of Central New York.
For joining us tonight. The city of Utica is now under a snow emergency at this hour. That means no cars parked on the street. This will allow plow drivers to clear the snow, and while that is important, the plummeting temperatures are taking center stage. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis for the latest. Bill, good evening.
Good evening, Jason. Good evening, everyone. We are tracking some bitterly cold temperatures as we head into tonight as that Arctic front continues to move through central New York, bringing snow and wind to the area. We expect temperatures to drop below zero tonight. We are going to continue our Storm Tracker 2 alert day as we head into Tuesday because temperatures are going to be bitterly cold, and with the wind, we're looking at wind chill values as low as 25 below zero tomorrow morning. Because of this, the National Weather Service has a wind chill warning and advisories for a good portion of the area. Remember, wind chill is all about how fast it takes for frostbite on exposed skin. Given these conditions by tomorrow morning, it is 30 minutes for the onset of frostbite. So again, you're going to want to dress nice and warm and be in layers and limit your time outdoors, especially tomorrow morning. As we drop below zero tonight, we're expecting bitterly cold temperatures. And again, that wind is going to continue. We are talking about cold temperatures for tomorrow and a warm up in the forecast. And look at that is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, dangerously low wind chills in the forecast, limiting your time outdoors, as you heard, highly recommended. But what if you don't have a place to go to get out of the cold? That's a problem Utica's homeless population is facing this winter with temperatures below zero tonight. The Utica Rescue Mission is preparing for an increase in clientele. They're doing things like making sure they have enough warm clothing and blankets for those coming in for assistance. These days, though, the shelter needs to worry about more than where they're going to put everybody. They also need to worry about doing it safely during the pandemic.
We don't turn anybody away. We're here, especially during the cold weather months. We are here to see people come in, and we're going to get them out of the elements. Right now, we're at full capacity. Yeah, and during these cold winter months, we will make room. We'll get people out of the cold. We have our service providers that come and they help during the week to help with placement. And so that we have open bed space, or at least we're not getting too over capacity where we can't take people in.
Of course, there's plenty of hand sanitizer on hand, as well as masks that have to be worn. Disinfectant is done twice a day. If a client does show symptoms of COVID or isn't feeling well, they're isolated and tested for COVID-19. Investigators are trying to
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Heavy lake effect snow earlier today across the North Country gives way to some bitterly cold temperatures. That Arctic front roaring through the region this evening, and here's going to be the after effects heading into tomorrow. Sub-zero temperatures will stay below freezing, or below zero, I should say, until 10 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll make it into the single digits throughout the afternoon. The wind chill, the bottom number here, stays below zero throughout the entire day. So just a very cold Tuesday. You're going to want to limit your time outdoors, especially in the morning. Again, the frostbite time on exposed skin is 30 minutes. Looking back at snowfall totals from earlier today, some very heavy accumulation. Places along the Tug Hill picking up 1.5 feet or more of accumulation. Curtis Corners 13 inches of snow, Barneveld 15 inches, Stratford Gray picking up 6 to 6.5 inches of snowfall. Again, many of us seeing lesser amounts across the Mohawk and Southern valleys. Again, cold weather tonight. Bring the pets indoors. Again, temperatures drop down into below zero as we head into tomorrow morning. Lake effect snow again moving through the region. That Arctic front pushing it through, bringing gusty winds to the area tonight. The winds will be around throughout tomorrow morning in areas that saw snowfall accumulation, especially some of the heavy snowfall accumulation. There will be some blowing and drifting of that snow tomorrow morning as well, so that could reduce visibility from time to time. Temperatures tomorrow morning are below zero, and as you head into the day, it will be a sunny and generally dry afternoon, but again, it's frigid. Temperatures in the single digits. Tomorrow night, we do drop below zero briefly, but warmer weather is on the way, and it happens pretty quickly. Wednesday, the winds turn into the south, the Arctic air heads to the east, and Wednesday morning temperatures start out in the teens. We climb into the low 30s as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Not a bad recovery considering how cold it will be tomorrow. Again, wind chills again will remain well below zero throughout the day tomorrow. And again, we expect conditions to improve tremendously by Wednesday. Bitterly cold tonight. The winds will continue, and there will be some blowing and drifting of that snow as we head throughout tomorrow. And again, keep that in mind. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow and a frigid day, a high of 8 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather turns warmer on Wednesday, 32 for the high. Some light snow Thursday, 33. I do expect another round of cold weather here for Friday and Saturday. Temperatures are back into the teens with partly to mostly sunny skies. Overnight lows Friday and Saturday night below zero. Some light snow is in the forecast again as we look ahead to Sunday and Monday.
Bill, thank you. Officials with the State Department of Transportation watch the forecast all the time to make sure you stay safe on the roads. In fact, they say their trucks were out treating the roads even before yesterday's freezing rain started to fall, and they didn't fall asleep at the wheel either just because winter seemed to be on vacation through much of December. They say they're ready for whatever comes the next 24 hours, and they're asking that you help them out by staying away from the plows at all times, especially when you see 2 or 3 together at once.
Anytime you notice the 3 plows are plowing in echelon, we call it, they're moving the snow from one side of the road across 2 lanes of travel to the other side of the road. We always make sure, or we always ask people to, again, don't crowd those vehicles, stay back, give them room. If they are in that configuration, it means there's snow and or ice in the road, and there's no safer place to be rather than behind one of our plows.
The DOT is hiring drivers and mechanics. They're looking for those who have a commercial driver's license. More news after the break. Joining us, the city of Utica is now under a snow emergency at this hour, and that means no cars parked on the street. That will allow plow drivers to clear the snow. But while that's important, the plummeting temperatures take center stage. In fact, at the bottom of your screen, already some delays for schools. Here's Bill.
Good evening, Jason. Good evening, everyone. We are tracking some bitterly cold temperatures as we head into tonight as that Arctic front continues to move through central New York, bringing snow and wind to the area. We expect temperatures to drop below zero tonight. We are going to continue our Storm Tracker 2 alert day as we head into Tuesday because temperatures are going to be bitterly cold, and with the wind, we're looking at wind chill values as low as 25 below zero tomorrow morning. Because of this, the National Weather Service has a wind chill warning and advisories for a good portion of the area. Remember, wind chill is all about how fast it takes for frostbite on exposed skin. Given these conditions by tomorrow morning, it is 30 minutes for the onset of frostbite. So again, you're going to want to dress nice and warm and be in layers and limit your time outdoors, especially tomorrow morning. As we drop below zero tonight, we're expecting bitterly cold temperatures, and again, that wind is going to continue. We are talking about cold temperatures for tomorrow and a warm-up in the forecast. A look at that is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight with dangerously low wind. Bill, thank you. New tonight with dangerously low wind chills in the forecast, limiting your time outdoors. As you heard, highly recommended. But what if you don't have a place to go to get out of the cold? That's a problem Utica's homeless population will be facing. Temperatures below zero tonight. The Utica Rescue Mission is preparing for an increase in clientele. They're doing things like making sure they have enough warm clothing and blankets for those coming in for assistance. These days, though, the shelter needs to worry about more than where they're going to put everybody. They have to also worry about doing it safely during the pandemic.
We don't turn anybody away. We're here, especially during the cold weather months. We are here to see people come in, and we're going to get them out of the elements. Right now we're at full capacity. Yeah, and during these cold winter months, we will make room. We'll get people out of the cold. We have our service providers that come and they help during the week to help with placement. And so that we have open bed space, or at least we're not getting too over capacity where we can't take people in.
Of course, there's plenty of sanitizer on hand to make sure that everyone stays safe, as well as masks that must be worn all the time. Disinfecting is done twice a day, and if a client does show symptoms of COVID or isn't feeling well, they're isolated and tested for the coronavirus. Investigators are trying to determine why
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Heavy lake effect snow earlier today across the North Country gives way to some bitterly cold temperatures. That Arctic front roaring through the region this evening, and here's going to be the after effects heading into tomorrow. Sub-zero temperatures will stay below freezing, or below zero, I should say, until 10 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll make it into the single digits throughout the afternoon. The wind chill, the bottom number here, stays below zero throughout the entire day. So just a very cold Tuesday. You're going to want to limit your time outdoors, especially in the morning. Again, the frostbite time on exposed skin is 30 minutes. Looking back at snowfall totals from earlier today, some very heavy accumulation. Places along the Tug Hill picking up 1.5 feet or more of accumulation. Curtis Corners 13 inches of snow, Barneveld 15 inches, Stratford Gray picking up 6 to 6.5 inches of snowfall. Again, many of us seeing lesser amounts across the Mohawk and Southern valleys. Again, cold weather tonight. Bring the pets indoors. Again, temperatures drop down into below zero as we head into tomorrow morning. The lake effect snow again moving through the region. That Arctic front pushing it through, bringing gusty winds to the area tonight. The winds will be around throughout tomorrow morning in areas that saw snowfall accumulation, especially some of the heavy snowfall accumulation. There will be some blowing and drifting of that snow tomorrow morning as well, so that could reduce visibility from time to time. Temperatures tomorrow morning are below zero, and as you head into the day, it will be a sunny and generally dry afternoon, but again, it's frigid. Temperatures in the single digits. Tomorrow night, we do drop below zero briefly, but warmer weather is on the way, and it happens pretty quickly. Wednesday, the winds turn into the south. The Arctic air heads to the east, and Wednesday morning temperatures start out in the teens. We climb into the low 30s as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Not a bad recovery considering how cold it will be tomorrow. Again, wind chills again will remain well below zero throughout the day tomorrow. And again, we expect conditions to improve tremendously by Wednesday. Bitterly cold tonight. The winds will continue, and there will be some blowing and drifting of that snow as we head throughout tomorrow. And again, keep that in mind. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow and a frigid day, a high of 8 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather turns warmer on Wednesday, 32 for the high. Some light snow Thursday, 33. I do expect another round of cold weather here for Friday and Saturday. Temperatures are back into the teens with partly to mostly sunny skies. Overnight lows Friday and Saturday night below zero. Some light snow is in the forecast again as we look ahead to Sunday and Monday.
Bill,